My name is Mike DeShazer, and I am the CEO of ProofSuite. And we are a blockchain company that simply allows people to put assets on the blockchain. These include properties and company equity. So, more and more real-world assets are becoming tokenized and added to blockchains like Ethereum. And we have more ICOs launching every day. Today we got houses going up, we got construction projects going up, we got equities and other kind of securities going onto the blockchain. And if you go to places like ICO Alert, you'll see quite a few ICOs. I think there are something like 3 or 4 ICOs launching a day. That's a major shift from a few months ago when you maybe only had one good one every month. And blockchain's a new technology. I mean, you got forking, you have code audits. When you put smart contract code up there, it's immutable. It can't be changed. And so if you're going to be holding millions of dollars in these contracts, you probably need to get it audited. You have off-chain transactions that's becoming a thing. Millions of dollars an hour, soon billions of dollars an hour, maybe even millions of dollars a second. At some point, you have oracles that send data in. I remember there was the Mayweather fight recently, and there was a smart contract that had thousands of dollars inside of it because people were betting on whether Mayweather or McGregor was going to win the fight. But the problem was the website that they were getting the data from changed its format and completely the whole thing malfunctioned. So I mean, these are really serious issues we have to deal with when we have money sitting inside of smart contracts and we don't have human intervention. And that's really the promise of blockchain, right? Is you don't have to have the intermediaries and you can rely on code. But we serve as a sort of mission control because we think of blockchain as this frontier. It's a new place for all of us, even the people who've been there from the beginning. It's fairly new, and there's still much to be explored, and there's still much to be seen. But even today, we have all of this money, billions and billions of hundreds of billions of dollars on the chain. And so Proof acts as a mission control mechanism. Let me give you an example of a company that we worked with, a phenomenal company that's here. It goes by the name of FuseCard, and Fuse is leveraging Proof technology to introduce a very innovative solution, and you should definitely check out this card. I think some of the Fuse guys are in the back. It has a built-in display on the card, right? And it's phenomenal. I love this card. I take it everywhere I go. I can have my Visa debit, my MasterCard, my Starbucks gift card, but I can also, thanks to some of the work the guys at Proof and we've done, is we're working to get Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital assets on this card. So we act as a sort of mission control because when you have millions of dollars moving around and everyone has these cards and they're swiping here and there, you really got to make sure that things are going to go well. So this is a great company. They're actually leveraging our platform to launch their ICO. We have a great tool for that. But it's not just about launching your ICO. It's about actually making sure that after it, your ship, as you will, stays in orbit, and if you need it to, comes down safely. And that's something that's really, really important. So we power this mobile application. And like Jason introduced, you can create a token in about 20 seconds on our platform. If you use our desktop website, you can go to beta.proofdashboard.com, and you can say, I want to create a bond, I want to create a tokenized intellectual property that I want to sell and put onto a market, and we actually have a marketplace that you can leverage, etc. So we have about 10,000 users right now, but the thing about creating tokens is you also need sometimes, if you're a bigger company or even a small business, you might need legal agreements, and it varies by jurisdiction. So we provide legal agreement generators for tokens that you can actually attach to your smart contracts to give them some kind of legal precedent. So like I said, mission control. Now, what I'm really excited to talk about today, and we've been at this for about 1.5 years, is this. And I have 2 pictures of it because I'm really excited. I love this thing. It's a peer-to-peer, censorship-resistant desktop application that allows people to trade all kinds of tokenized assets in a purely decentralized fashion without any third parties like a Coinbase or anyone like that. It's very similar to the way EtherDelta works, but it's a desktop application. And this example here has a luxury villa in Dubai. If you click the photos button, a bunch of photos would come down. But what's really interesting is that how do you know, and if you go to our platform today, you'll see a bunch of properties out there that you can actually buy tokens for. You see $1, you can spend $1, you can buy a piece of property in Korea today on our platform, yes. But, and we go through the process of trying to screen these, you know, the people who are posting this stuff and everything, but we don't want to do that. And we have so many countries, so many different laws, so much due diligence you'd have to do. It's ridiculous, and this is what's kept people back, especially in the developing world, but even middle income and further have had problems with this, because in order to invest in a small asset worth under $1 million or under $10 million, or even to tokenize it or securitize it or whatever you say, there's so much due diligence that's required. And what we've done is we've developed a system for privatizing and decentralizing the process of ensuring safe regulatory environments. And what I mean by that is we give people the ability to stake against an asset or insure an asset to create a risk profile, as you can see there. And what that does is it means that if you happen to know that an asset is fraudulent, or that, you know, an earthquake is coming and they're going to knock a property off, or that, you know, a regulator is going to step in and close, if you have any of that information, or even people with, you know, inside information, they can actually stake against an asset, put it into a smart contract, and if it doesn't meet its predetermined requirements, then the people who actually bought tokens in it are protected. And so it's quite interesting, and it's a double-sided insurance market. And what it really does is it protects retail investors. And what we don't have is enough of that. You know, we have all these exchanges closing down in China. Willy-nilly. You have China, you know, North Korea. So you have censorship problems, but then you also have people who run the exchanges who are corrupt, so or get hacked. And so anyone with money on the exchanges, anyone who's been into blockchain long enough here will probably tell you, hey, don't keep your money in an exchange, right? And that means don't invest. And so this is a system for actually protecting retail investors. It's providing a safe environment for trading, and we're really focused on, you know, using best-in-class standards. And I think we should all be working together to build on top of existing standards and take it a step further as we go forward. And we strive to work with the community to do that. So we do have a proof token. We closed our pre-sale about a few weeks ago, and we raised, I think, $1.7 million. This is actually a really cool token. It's got quite a few things going on, but it really powers this whole system I just described to you. If you want to learn more about Proof, please check out proofsuite.com. I mean, we have about 10 products out there that are currently in use, from legal agreement generators and other peripheral products that'll help you manage your token portfolio and things like that. And I welcome you to come by and say hello. We're right out front of the entrance here, and we'd be happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time, and may the proof be with you.